Now, the second point is what you listen to. Music, podcasts, interviews is what you listen to. And this one too is just as important, but can even have a bigger effect if not careful. Now, let's start with the music. Now, I haven't really spoken too much about the music, but the music as well plays a major role in your life. Music is the soundtrack to your life. What you listen to, plays a big role in everything that you do. Is what you listen to. Same thing, conscious or subconscious. What you listen to is everything. It really is. And when it comes to music, nothing wrong with music. Music is an amazing gift from God, You should enjoy music. But the issue with music is, music itself was made to even glorify God, by the way. That's why God made music. And what we have today is 9 times out of 10, that's the complete opposite. That's not what music is made for, really. And I feel like I don't even need really to go into the music industry in itself for the people that make the music, like the mainstream artists, because this year apparently has been a year of exposure for the music industry. You got artists like, Diddy, Jay-Z being exposed for what they been doing for the past 20 years. You got public figures like Cat Williams, Jaguar Wright, talking all types, just exposing everything. So I don't necessarily, and a lot of people know the truth already about the music industry. That's why I don't really talk about it that much on my channel, because it's been exposed so much now. It's been exposed. People have been exposing it, the music industry for decades now. So I don't need to say too much about it at this point, unless I've seen something that is unique, which I haven't seen yet. But I don't need to expose it. But what they're saying is true though. Like, it is corrupt, and it's obvious why it'll be corrupt. It is obvious, because music is the best way to just change someone's mind, get them hooked, and it's the best form. Music is the best form of literally brainwashing. It is the best form, and it's the most smartest form, because all a song needs is a catchy melody, a catchy beat, and you're already gone without you even knowing. You're already gone. All you need is a catchy beat and a catchy melody, and you're done. You're finished. And you're like, oh, this song, I just like this song. I'm not really listening to the lyrics. I'm just listening to the beat of the music, whether you like it or not. And this is why, this is known by a lot, but this is why when you listen to a song over and over again, you eventually sort of like it in a way. And I'm sure at least one person that's watching my video has experienced that in their life. They may be in the car, somewhere else, listening to the radio, and that song keeps playing over and over, and at first you hated it, but eventually you grew into loving it. It's used to play with your mind. It's hypnosis in a way. It's used to reverse the brain. It's music. That's the power of music. Music is powerful. Music is so powerful, and it's very spiritual as well. God created music to glorify him. And even in the beginning, Lucifer controlled music in heaven. He was the one to control music in heaven. It was him. And of course, as I did mention in my previous video, he was kicked out, and as we know, Prince of the World. So he's still doing his job. That's why no wonder why the industry is so corrupt. And it really is. It's not that hard to really put the pieces together on the puzzle. But that's why the music industry is so messed up. Imagine the first one to ever rebel against God, the first one to sin against God, controlled music. It's why we need to be so mindful, especially if it's circular, worldly music. And a lot of these artists are pushing terrible agendas anyway. They're pushing terrible agendas. They're saying all types of things in their music. Saying, oh, you can do what you want, you can dress how you want. It's okay to do this. Oh, don't worry, don't mind them. What is doing us? These are the type of lyrics that are coming out of their mouths. Just pushing, this destructive message to the viewers, to the listeners. And we're listening to this all. We have the radio in our car, we hear it. We have a playlist on Spotify, we hear it. And this has been going on for decades after decades. It's not even just new music. It's been going on since forever. It's just that with time it's gone a little bit worse. I would say only difference now is that they're more bold with it. They don't care at this point. But it still is the same thing. It's always been the same thing. It's used to hypnotize you, to control your mind, to brainwash you into the wrong ways of life. That's basically what the music industry does today, and it's been doing forever. From my own personal experience, I'm a dancer. I'm an artist. I do make music. I dance to music. And I know the effects of it too. And I'm holding myself accountable to this as well. Because I know the effects. And I try my best to at least, yes, I dance. Yes, I dance to what you can call worldly music. But I try my best not to glorify the lifestyle that has been sung about. I try my best to find music that at least is not made to completely change your mind on living right. At least. I mean, that's the best that I can do for the time being. Maybe one day when I make my own music, I could make music that is right. Music that is, pleasing to God and righteous, that you can dance to, that you can have a good time to as well. But for the time being, I'm a strive to do what's right. But I can't understand how this can make you feel, because I feel the same way. And this is the same thing with podcasts as well, or you listen to again. Podcasts, interviews. You got big guys, like an example to give, someone like Andrew Tate. He's been pretty quiet this year, but 2 years ago, Andrew Tate was everywhere, saying all types of things, ridiculous things. If you don't have a Lamborghini, you're broke. Stuff like that. All of this junk, making you feel bad for nothing. There's certain things that he has said that makes a lot of sense. And I think towards, recently, he has been saying a lot of empowering things. And that's amazing. I have no issue with that. But there has been sometimes in the past, and he's not the only one, where podcast hosts, people that have their own podcasts, have been saying junk as well, and people are following it blindly. No guidance. They don't know if it's right or wrong. They can't tell. They got some other podcasts with people saying all types of crazy things, both male and female. You got females saying all types of things about men. I want to date this type. I don't leave this type alone. Oh, this guy's boring. The good guy's boring. No, I want this actually. Men saying trash as well. Go to the gym for this reason. You're trying to pull more girls. You're trying to do this. You're trying to just these things that don't matter at the end. These things that don't give no value at the end. It gives you value, but a short-term value, not long-term value. These things that they talk about on the podcast, they're not going to change the future of people, change their hearts and ways. They're not made to please God. They're not made to please the Lord. They're not made to move people to the Lord. They're made to move people to the world. And just to finish off this series, about consumption, I want to leave you guys with this. 2 Timothy 3, verse 1-2. And I'm going to just read it for you guys very quickly. For men shall be lovers of their own, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemous, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, inconsistent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. That's what it's saying. That's what it's saying. Lovers of themselves. And that's what I'm hearing throughout these podcasts. Lovers of themselves. You know, the topics that are being spoken about is not about how to be selfless, how to help others. It's more about me, what I want in this, what I want in that, what I want in this. And this is not going to help the future. It's not going to help the kids in the future. It's not going to help build a future of God-fearing people. It's going to build a future of people that love themselves, people of the world. And it's sad, you know, it really is sad. And we need to change this. We definitely need to change this for the better, for the future, before it's too late, you know. And but yeah, you know, this is about consumption and what you consume. And I hope these 2 points, you know, I didn't really get to the third point. The third point was mainly about what you read, but I'm gonna leave it out for the time being. But I wanted to get to the main 2 points. But yeah, like, I just hope this open up some of my viewers' eyes to the truth. You know, it's about what you consume. And once you start analyzing what you consume, you know, I would say a lot of your problems will start to decrease. You know, you're wondering why you're behaving like this, why you even like this. You know, you're always wondering all of these things about yourself that is bad, that you want to change. And I'm saying you should start by the things you consume. Maybe it's the things that you consume. It probably is the things that you consume. You're probably consuming the wrong things. The wrong things that's not helping you. That's pushing you closer to the world. Closer to the devil's world. Instead of the Lord. Instead of God, who created you. Just think about it. Stay legendary for Christ.